Hi, everyone. We're super happy to be here. Thank you for having us. We're the Circular Sweater Project, and the co-founders, I'm Hannah, and this is Michael.
Our story began with a coffee break when Hannah came along with this wild idea. She's a fashion designer, and one day she wanted sweaters to print on for her sustainable brand. You know, like simple, organic sweaters, B2B, that do no harm. That sounds really easy, but as you might know, the fashion industry has a waste problem. Only in Germany, 400,000 tons of textile waste pile up every year, and 35% of all microplastics in the oceans come from textiles. So what most people don't know is that your clothes add to this disaster, whether they're fashion, fast fashion, sustainable, or even organic. Almost none of the big brands out there consider what happens to their products after selling. So our decision was quicker than our coffee break. Let's make them ourselves, we said. Let's make the first sweaters that companies, retailers, and fashion labels can customize and print on that do no harm even after using. Can't be that difficult, right? But little did we know about the challenges we would have to face on the way.
So our first challenge was to tackle how to actually take microplastics out of the equation. The sweaters that you know contain mixed materials. They're made up of mixed materials. They contain elastan. They're made with polyester threads, and the care labels that are just from a lot of mixed materials. So on the one hand, that helps to produce very, very quickly, like mass produce very quickly. And on the other hand, these products are either impossible or very, very difficult to reuse or recycle. So our vision is to create the contrary of that, to create a really biodegradable, naturally biodegradable, very easily biodegradable product. So after some trials and errors, we came up with a sweater that we really, really love, and that is made up of 100% organic cotton that comes from trustworthy cooperatives. And we work with one of the few printers using Cradle certified printing, and that contain no harmful chemicals or toxic dyes, microplastics, and surely do no harm after using. So thanks to the upcycling brand Sika, we also have no waste throughout the whole production process, because from our fabric leftovers, other products are made, for example, this. So,
This seems like a perfect life cycle, no?
Yes, it seems like a perfect life cycle.
And yet, we were not happy. Do you have any idea how much energy it needs to produce and transport new clothes? Isn't there a way to use the sweaters more often than once?
There is. For that, we extended the idea of life cycles. So when our sweaters are not used anymore, we mend them, we repair them, and after really not being able to repair and mend them anymore, we shred them, and new yarn comes out of the old sweaters to become new sweaters. And only in the very, very end of the life cycle, the sweaters can actually be biodegraded very easily in your garden. The only thing is that we had to make sure how to actually get the sweaters back to us. If there's a smart way to get them back to us very easily, and make sure that that happens.
Luckily, we found partners that look into the same direction. Together with Armed Angels, Otto, and others, we are now one of 6 pilot partners that circular fashion and Verwertung are testing. Thanks to a Circularity ID, which is basically an RFID code, every worn-out sweater can be scanned by recycling facilities, is then sorted out, and comes back to us to be refurbished and reborn.
Exactly. And then we were thinking that isn't it really exciting to imagine all the sweaters' life cycles and all the sweaters' lives and experiences that they gain over time. So we think so too. We think that it's a very exciting thought to imagine this, and we wanted to create a tool, a digital tool, to actually create those experiences to be accessible. So through the digital tool, through a QR code, we have a community section where every user can leave personal notes. Also, it contains a transparency page regarding the production and the repairing through the Circularity ID. And also, it allows embedding your company's website. eventually and add ads, and in the long run, it will give very valuable data-driven insights into post-consumer behaviors.
Yeah. As you can see, we've come a long way thanks to our wonderful team who share a greater vision, and thanks to our friends and family that helped to shape and spread the idea. Without them, we would not be here today.
So here it is, our final circular sweater, our hero sweater. We've gained first interest from a big German sportswear retailer. We've produced and sold the first batch, and the first larger production is scheduled for February 2022.
So if you are a retailer or a company that has an eye on the sustainability market, then we should definitely talk. Because today, you can save your spot for the first delivery, and since we're celebrating, you get the digital sweater customized for free.
Amazing, right? So if you feel like you want to support us in any other way, we're open for it. Come talk to us, send us an email. We're here and we're very, very happy to talk to you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.